All right. So you're a 2024 kid, okay, and you're getting recruited. There's mutual interest. All right. I'm not talking about kids that actually like reach out to coaches and they're interested in them, but the school's not interested in them. All right. Because that happens a lot in our business. You'll talk to a kid maybe to inquire one time, or the kid will reach out to you and you'll reach back out just to, be nice or whatever. And then they say, oh, I'm getting recruited by this school. It happens a bunch. Okay. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you're actively getting recruited where there's mutual interest between you and the school that you're talking to. What you need to do is you need to identify your list. Okay, if you are actively getting recruited by three to five people, 3 to 5 people should not be in your list. Really should be the people that you're talking to on a consistent basis. You need to solidify those dates of when you're trying to go on a visit, and I would advise you to make sure that you make a great decision very early. Okay, there's 2 sign-in periods for parents. Okay, there's the November sign-in period and there's the April sign-in period. We're going to ask you, hey man, will you commit early? When we say early, it means in the November sign-in period. When we say late, we mean the April sign-in period. Okay, so there's a lot of you guys that are getting recruited right now that are in high school. You're getting recruited, but then you're waiting out on a higher offer to try to go high major. I don't think that's smart. That's just my personal opinion, because the landscape of college basketball, when the portal opens in around December, man, coaches are really going to turn their focus to the portal. Right now, you have their attention. They've seen you. They're interested in you. You may have an opportunity to go, and you might not play right away, and that's okay. Follow the plan. All right. If somebody believes in you, you got to follow the plan always. And so my advice to you guys is, man, solidify dates when you can go on a visit. And when you go on those visits, ask all the questions. All right. Like I said, I have a PDF on my website of the question that you can ask. It's brandonbarnes.io. Go over there, download the PDF that gives you some sample questions that I asked when I was a player, and also questions that I've asked parents before. Like, what would you ask now that you've gone through the process? So I think that it's a wide variety of questions. You ask whatever you want, just to give you a base of what you should be asking. You need to make sure that you're okay with being at that school for 4 years if that's where you're going to be. Not, be okay with playing for that coach. You know what I mean? Because you're the one that's going to have to be there. It doesn't matter if people like try to sway you to go to a certain place or sway you to wait. You're the one that's going to have to be there. And sometimes you get it right the first time. I went on my visit to Lipscomb and I didn't take any other visits. So people that's telling you, hey man, take all your visits for what? Like, I knew Lipscomb was the place for me. In my first visit, I went there. You get what I mean? So it does, and I had a good career there when the 2 years I was there. So I always wanted to be there. I was happy being there. I love my coaches. I love the coaching staff. So I love the guys that I play with. So at the end of the day, I made a decision based on the school. I made a decision based on the coaching staff. I made a decision on the area. That's where I wanted to live. It was a lot of different factors that came into play when it came to making a decision. So you need to identify what you like. All right. Whether it's, I don't want to live on the East Coast. I don't want to live in the cold. All right. Whatever the case may be, it is what it is. You figure out what's best for you, because at the end of the day, you want to be as comfortable as possible for the grind that you're about to prepare for, that you're preparing for. All right. Because it's a grind. And if you're in a place that you don't like being at, you're on a campus that you don't like being at, and you're going through this grind and you're trying to figure out how to play, and you're getting yelled at, and you're away from home for the first time. If you don't like where you are, you don't like the coaching staff, you don't like the people that you're around, man, it's going to make the experience extremely miserable. It's going to make it more miserable. All right. So you want to make sure that you make these great decisions right now. Okay. I would advise you not to wait till late. All right. Like I told you, I'm going to reiterate that. I would advise you not to wait till late, because if you wait till late, that's why a lot of kids now are not getting anything late. Okay. A lot of people in my comments going to be like, well, my son waited till late, or my daughter waited till late, and they got a high major offer. Cool. That doesn't happen for everybody. So you have interest and you have people that want you, Division I, Division II, doesn't matter. All right. If you have something that somebody wants to bring you on a visit and bring you to campus, you need to commit. All right. You need to sign in November, because that's the only thing that's going to protect you. If you commit after the November sign-up period, man, you can get dropped. It is what it is. That's the business of the game. All right. So don't wait around playing around, because if coaches find somebody better, your scholarship is gone. All right. They can offer you whatever. Your scholarship gone. Like, let's just keep it a buck with each other. All right. Because it's most of the time people blame coaches because you feel like we should honor it. But at the end of the day, if you got down on your knee, all right, as a man, and you got down on your knee to marry a woman, she said, oh, let me think about it. What you going to do? You going to still be with her? All right. So you have to think about it in that terms, because that, like, essentially commitment and signing is a marriage. All right. Between the player and the university and staff. All right. It's a marriage. So if you don't have that commitment to them, why should they keep that commitment to you? You know what I mean? So you have to think about it in that sense. And because it's a business, man, I'm going to explain it to you guys. I know some people are not going to listen. That's okay. You're going to roll the dice on yourself. Go ahead. Do your thing. All right. But people that actually want to solidify their college, committed it at the end of September. All right. I signed my national letter of intent in November. Beginning the first day I could sign it, I signed it. All right. Because I wanted to get it done, but I wanted to make sure that I had a great senior season, that I could focus on my senior season, and really just kind of like hone in onto my skills and get prepared for the next level. And some of you guys need to do that. All right. The stresses of trying to get to college, and you add extra stress when you don't commit early to a place that you like. I'm not advising anyone. Listen to me. I'm not advising anyone to make a bad decision. I'm not. All right. But if it's a great decision, it's a great fit, you like it, your parents like it, you feel comfortable there, then you need to commit regardless of it's your first visit or your last visit. All right. And that goes for 2024 high school kids, and that goes for some JUCO kids too. All right. Because you might not have an opportunity when it hits December. When the portal opens, you probably might not have the same opportunities. All right. And you might still get an opportunity. I'm not going to say you won't. All right. But I would never ever roll the dice with something that I like to try to get something just because I don't have anything. Right. But out of like desperation, like I'm gonna take this because I don't have anything else. All right. So I want you guys to understand that. I want to kind of give you guys some game. I'm gonna be talking about this like kind of during this month, because this is where guys are getting recruited. Like I said, it's a PDF on my website. Go download it. It's free. All right, go download it. Get the questions. Man, have questions that you can ask, and it'll help you kind of navigate what you need to be asking. So that you can make the best decision for you. I don't like seeing you guys make bad decisions. That's why I'm getting on here trying to explain it to you. All right. If somebody really cares about your game and they believe in you, all right, they are trying to sign you in the early signing period. All right. If they're not, they're going to let you, hey man, wait out, man. We got to wait to something. That means you're not the top guy on their list. All right. Why would you want to go somewhere you're not the top person on their list? Okay. All right. So that's what you got to think. That's what you got to always put in your mind, because this game, man, is a grind when you get to the college level. All right, that's all I really can say. It's a grind. All right, so I want you guys to be successful. That's why I'm giving you this game. That's why I'm trying to explain to you kind of some things that I did, things that you need to be looking for. Okay, all right. Try to set up these visits. Let's go back over it. Set up your visits. All right, ask the right questions. Okay, make the best decision for you. If it feels right and you did all your homework and you asked all the questions, commit early, sign early. If you wait till late, you could, not will. I didn't say will, no definitives. You could set yourself up to make a bad decision later on in the late signing period, because the offers that you have today, just like they say in real estate, what's here today could be gone tomorrow. All right. What's here today could be gone tomorrow. So just like they talk about in real estate, things like that, there's the same thing with college basketball. You could have an offer from a school, man, you don't take it, somebody else take it, that's your scholarship. You might as well go ahead and figure out the next school you're going to go to. So if I'm you and you are at the top of somebody's board, you're on the top of somebody's list and they are recruiting you hard, man, do not wait. I don't care if you think you could play in the SEC. Do not wait if you're a high school kid, and some if you're a JUCO kid, because the high major situation is good if you can go play there. All right. Sometimes it could be bad. Okay. I'm not talking about guys that can actually play there. I'm talking about guys that, like, man, you're a borderline guy. It's going to take you 2 to 3. You know, it's going to take you 2 to 3 years, and you know you want to play. Right. So don't go there. You know what I mean? Go to another school, man. Go to coaching staff that you like, mid-major, whatever. There's a lot of great schools out there, man. You don't have to just be sold on one conference, one school. All right. Make the best decision for you. All right. Not for somebody else. Make the best decision for you. Get all the advice from your inner circle, and then make the best decision for you, because you are the one that's going to have to be at campus. So, like, as always, man, I'm trying to help you guys. Man, I care about you guys. I mean, I want you guys to make great decisions, because your decision will affect your tomorrow. My mom used to tell me this all the time. Every decision you make today affects your tomorrow. So what decision are you going to make? Hopefully it's a great one. And I can't wait to see what you guys do, in this signing period, and the success that you're going to have in your careers. All right. Be great today.